Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, a TV show amazed millions. Then, everything changed when I found out my friends hadn't seen it. Only Netflix, master of all forms of streaming, could help them. And when we needed it most, it added all 3 seasons. Not even 100 seconds passed before I convinced my friends to start it. Although their binge watching skills are great, they have a lot to go before they complete the entire show. But I believe that they are going to love it.
Woo!
Welcome to the
Let's go.
podcast where Olivia and I are forcing these two to watch Avatar for the first time.
Say
Hello.
the line, Jarron.
Who the gosh darn heck are we?
I'm Daniel Hudson.
I'm Nora Jones.
I'm Olivia Weeks.
I'm John
Cena.
Delaney.
Jacob Jingle Hire Schmidt. His name is mine.
John Cena.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Let's get down to business to review some episodes.
Woo! I'm excited. Back to no.
Yeah. So, we are in season 2. These are episodes 4, 5, and 6. The Swamp, Avatar Day, and The Blind Bandit.
3 really good episodes, might I add.
Very solid episodes. They're really fun to watch.
The swamp made me angry, but we'll get there.
Oh, she texted the group chat and was like, I'm mad.
I was so sad. I was upset.
She was upset.
Upsetty.
Okay, well.
Don't be upsetty, just eat some spaghetti. It's my life motto.
Someone to touch my upsetty spaghetti.
Oh, that's a January meme.
That's like 2 years ago January meme.
Yeah,
Which means
2.5.
you can have nostalgia for it now and it can make a comeback. Anyway.
Wow. Do you remember somebody touching my spaghetti? I remember.
Oh my god.
This is seriously just what me and Daniel were like in college.
Yeah.
You joked about spaghetti all the time?
We would sit up in that room.
Of our conversations.
About spaghetti.
Spaghetti. It might have gone to ravioli for a little bit, but then it always.
You can't do that.
We would just walk past each other. We would walk past each other on the quad and be like, spaghetti, spaghetti.
God.
I hope y'all.
You know what I'm talking about, Olivia.
I hate when people say the quad.
Why? It makes it sound a little more professional.
We're at the quad.
What is the quad?
It's like the area. It's like the area near the Starbucks and the library.
It's just like a central area in like colleges where like people gather and stuff.
Yeah, it's the quad.
That's a terrible name.
See?
I hate that. Just call it a courtyard.
It has 4 corners.
Call it a courtyard.
All right. Enough with quad goals. Let's.
I can't believe you just said that.
Anyway,
Listen.
So,
Okay.
our first episode of today, The Swamp.
The Swamp.
And my one-sentence description for this episode, I was getting lazy, so I literally just wrote Swamp.
Swamp Benders! Woo!
Let me just say, Sokka is the CEO of. There is nothing weird about the swamp. I swear, half his lines are that, just the gist of that in this episode. The swamp is fine.
He's a very logical person.
Literally
Yeah.
sees his moon girlfriend. The swamp is fine.
The swamp is fine. The swamp is our lives now.
Nobody can.
We'll never escape. This is our new home. Pearl.
What was that? Oh.
That was Pearl in the Uncle Grandpa episode. I love Pearl, man. Just let me have my moment.
Well,
I mean,
okay,
I'm
moving on.
I mean, that sounded like Pearl by way of Greg. I'm gonna be
yeah. I mean, that's my favorite show, and even I didn't get that one. I went.
Wow. Okay. All right. I need atonement.
Okay, moving on.
So-
Swamp Benders. Love the Swamp Benders. I think they're super awesome.
They're like the Avatar equivalent of rednecks.
Okay, but like Nora, they were
No.
hungry.
I don't care. They were
They
annoying.
were hungry.
I
Don't
literally
matter.
could not care. I
I'm
literally
pretty
could
sure
not
I've
care.
seen those guys in the corner store.
Why would you attack a literal flying bison? Like, just
Well,
We
if you
don't
can
know.
walk with your
If
mind,
you
might
if you
have a
don't have food,
they had food. They were fine. They were fine.
but
They were
Sokka was
fine.
like, "Why don't you eat that?" And he's like, "Oh, that thing? That's like my family."
Well, catch the other ones. Don't eat him. Eat the other ones.
It'd be like eating a dog in front of your dog, or you are just
Well-
Yeah, that'd be horrific.
Well, they seem. I feel like.
Nora, it's kind of like they don't like know what a sky bison is. They've been in the swamp for like who knows how long.
Yeah, they don't even know like what the outside world is like.
So they and plus sky bison have been extinct for
Educate.
like, what, 100 years. So they're probably like, that looks good.
You know, I hear you. I hear your reasoning. I hear your facts, but I also don't care. And I don't.
I think we've established anybody who tries to hurt Appa is on Nora's
Enemy number one.
on the back.
Like they were fine once they stopped trying to hurt Appa. Like they were cute or whatever. But before then, they could have been fed to the Fire Lord, and I wouldn't have mind.
I noticed you're
But-
saying nothing about Momo's ordeal.
You know what? Like, Momo was fine. Momo's cute or whatever.
I do
but
like- episode, the animals get their own subplot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think this is the first time that's happened in the show.
Oh, it's
think
the
so.
first time it's happened, and they chose this. But it's okay. They turned out okay. It was just very sad and traumatic for me. It's okay.
well, let's talk a little bit about the greater plot of the episode. Aang feels a calling to go to the swamp. He feels like the earth is talking to him. And they get separated, and there's a giant tree, and they fight like a mini boss where it's like this giant swamp monster. Oh no! Before that, they have the visions. So Aang sees a girl in white giggling, with a flying boar?
Flying boar, when pigs fly.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, wait, was that in?
That might
That's
have been intentional. It was, yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Katara sees her mom, immediately starts tear bending.
here then.
Wait, can they do that? Can they cry and then?
No, I'm just making a joke about she's
But-
crying.
No, but now I want to know. Can they do that? Is that a real thing?
Okay, so and Sokka runs into his moon girl.
Moon GF.
Okay, Nora.
Sorry, I
let's
just
put it
don't want
this
us to
way.
get off track
If they
again.
can bend water, they can bend water.
Okay. Well,
There you go.
now I
We're
want that to be
dangerously
a-
close to getting off track.
Well,
One of our
it's
famous
about
tangents.
The show. Well, it's about the show. I want there to be a moment where for some reason tears have to like save the universe or something, and she just like bends the tears off her face. Like, wouldn't that be cool?
I just want a match in Smash Bros. Sorry.
Good for you.
My first is my new main, and then
You're smash bending.
Okay.
or noodle arm bending.
He didn't care about my cool tear idea.
Nora, I think it's very interesting.
Thank you. You can continue now.
So yeah, they all see somebody important to them. But, time is fluid. They don't always know the person. And Aang's
Yeah, the guy is like, oh, time is a lie. It's an illusion. So Aang surmises that the woman he saw, the girl he saw, was from his future instead of his past. Now, I was wondering if this was someone he knew in a previous life, but he can't, as we'll see in the next episode, he can't exactly remember his previous lives.
Yeah, I thought that too, Jarron. I was wondering if it was someone he knew in his previous life.
Yeah.
It was not, but I also thought
hundreds
that.
of someone's then. But yeah, no. It is somebody from his future, as is later confirmed.
Like 2 episodes later. What happened?
Just attacked the camera.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
That is great.
Startled me.
That was scary.
Well, so, plant bending, or rather, bending the water in the plant. What did you guys think of that?
That was pretty sweet.
Again, swamp benders, love them. I think they're so cool.
I don't think I got to appreciate the good parts of them during the first half of the episode.
You didn't like the giant tree dude? That was like
I was annoyed
The
that
boss
they
fight.
weren't. I was too concerned about Appa. I'm sorry.
Will we see
But,
those hillbilly guys again?
You're asking for spoilers, Jarron.
Okay.
I'll have to rewatch the episode and appreciate.
You
it's
could
really
rewatch the fight.
I mean, it was cool. I watched it and thought it was cool. I just
Yeah.
didn't get to appreciate the coolness.
I was having a good time watching that one. So I had ordered my Chinese food that day. It was fun. I had a good time.
It was actually my least favorite episode so far.
well.
Really?
Out of
Because
this,
Appa gets hurt.
It's my least
Yeah.
She hates any time Appa gets hurt.
Nora, I already know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
Appa?
Sky Bison.
Just me, my friend, and her $500 Appa plush.
Oh my god, no.
They're coming out with Funko Pops, apparently. I was going to get you an Appa Funko Pop, but now the surprise is ruined.
Hooray, Nora's in a good mood again.
She just has to wait 5 months.
Thank you. Well, it's worth it. Wait, 5 months? Oh, because my birthday's in 5 months.
Yeah, that's why I said your birthday and not like
I
your...
just thought you were meant like the shipping took 5 months or something. I don't know. I get it now.
5 months.
I remembered your birthday because I was there last year.
July, August,
And Olivia
September,
was
October,
too.
November. Yeah, that is 5 months. Good job.
I know, that's how math works.
Oops.
So,
Oh, we got off track again. I'm sorry.
We did.
anyway, before we started talking about Appa Funko Pops, which I'm sure will not be cursed in the slightest.
It's no of all the Funko Pop designs, that one's actually kind of cute
Okay.
and not like cursed.
Well, after a little bit of fighting where Katara pretty much does all the heavy lifting,
Yeah,
Aang
she's
really
a
does.
queen.
gets a bunch, and Sokka is just dragged around by the plants.
Yeah. Katara's
They
a
did not
queen.
give him permission to chop them up. Yeah, they learned that the swamp is all one big tree, and it's all connected, and Aang can use the tree to see things.
It reminded me a lot of Final Fantasy IX, where they go and fight a giant tree at like the center of the earth. Also, I noticed that me comparing things to Final Fantasy is like Mike Stoklasa comparing things to Star Trek. Some people get that reference. Anyway, it reminded me of seeing Final Fantasy IX, which is one of my favorite Final Fantasies. But let's not get off topic.
It is
That was a
very,
good episode.
yeah, very, very nature heavy. The themes of environmentalism popping up again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be good to the swamp. Don't be a Sokka.
Taco was just a swinging too.
This show is good about spreading that message,
Really is.
especially in a kid show, because they keep it kid material, if you know what I'm saying, but it's still a very powerful message.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like subtle ways that it works too, because like you can see the Fire Nation is very industrialized with their big CG
Yes.
Yeah.
and all the smoke, and
Steampunk.
burning coal, whatnot.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
they're-
every other nation is just like, nah, fam, we're not doing that.
No, I really respect shows that can throw in multiple societal issues, but find a way to make it fit in the storyline and not forced, but it still brings a powerful message, especially one that a young audience can appreciate as well. This
Yeah,
was good.
totally. This show's good. It's
Oh,
good.
but finally acknowledging it is.
We're a season in. I can.
He did that like an
Also-
episode or two ago.
Also, I'm making a slight reference to mine and Daniel's first podcast. It's good. Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
I still haven't listened to that. I really need to.
You really
It's
don't.
not good.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good. Anyway, that was Swamp. Any final notes?
That's good.
It was really
Okay.
good. I really like the nature themes in it. About how everything's connected and it has to work together to
Yeah.
be the ecosystem that it is. Really like it.
The animation does continue to impress me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It
That's
seems
one
to
of the
just
better
get
fight
better.
scenes.
Yeah, it seems to get better every episode.
They're doing good things.
Good things.
The
was
next
good.
episode, they do even more good things, like community service and solving a murder. It's Avatar Day.
Wait, which one is this?
Avatar Day.
Oh.
The statue
okay.
and
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, y'all want to hear something funny?
yeah.
Never mind.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
I
That's not
can't
allowed.
say it. I was gonna say it because y'all would relate to, y'all would like think it was funny, but then I was like, no, because it references something else.
You.
All right.
You hyped it up. You
I
gotta
didn't
remember
mean
it.
to. I was just about to say it, but then I was like, no, Daniel would say it's a spoiler.
I would just like to say that Sokka in this episode is like me from ages, I don't know, like 7 to 11, something like that. Just like,
Nancy Drew.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the Sherlock Sokka stuff where he has the monocle and the hat.
Yeah.
He's got the, what's it called, the futo hat?
I
Yeah.
literally,
Yep.
I was like, that is me as a youth.
I did the same thing when I was little too.
No, there was one time my grandparents, apparently there was some key lost at the church and something else was going on, but all I heard was missing key. And my little self was like, I'm coming. And so I like got all this stuff together and I had like a notepad and these poor adults were like trying to run around like fixing everything because there was like an actual problem, and I was walking up to like the pastor and I was like, where was the last place you saw the key? I don't think anybody remembers that except for me, but
So the missing choir folder, when you, Abby, and I had to turn that church upside down to look for my choir folder. You are no stranger to that.
that's a cold case I still regret to this day. I also never found the key. Someone else did though, so.
Can I just
This
say,
case wasn't cold.
I love Avatar Kyoshi.
Yeah.
I watched
She-
I watched a video on her today talking about like her past and stuff. And I was just like, good for her.
First of all,
Good
her
for Avatar
design.
Kyoshi.
She looks really cool.
her design is gorgeous, and she also just serves. Like, she just serves.
Queen.
Like, if you're hungry, she just serves you. Like, a mouthful of justice and feminism and just, she's just so good.
I think the funniest thing about this episode is that they just spend so much of their time. They're like, she didn't do it. She didn't do it. She did not do it. And then she shows
And
up.
then she shows up.
I did it.
I killed that fool.
Once again, just serving us
I
tea.
did it.
Just like, is your
What I
tea
love
not hot
most-
enough?
What I love most is that when she was being threatened by a warlord who was trying to invade her homeland, she did the Patrick Star maneuver. Pushed somewhere
We'll
else.
take Kyoshi Island and push it somewhere else.
It's just the most excellent way to do it.
I did not think about that. That's
Yeah,
funny.
that's the origin of Kyoshi Island.
That's really good.
Speaking of which,
And we go back there, and the kid's like, "Where's Angie?"
Yes.
I love that bit of continuity.
yeah, and the
hilarious that he
Kyoshi
just
warriors
went
are off fighting in the war now.
And he's
Yeah, Suki.
Yeah, question. Sokka got over his moon girlfriend real fast there, didn't he? He's like, where's Suki? Oh.
Yeah, I was waiting to mention that to y'all because
I'm like, dang, Sokka, your girlfriend just turned into the moon. Can you wait like a year, maybe? Jeez.
In a few weeks.
Where?
Granted, he literally just asked where she was. They are friends.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That had
No.
overtones.
No, because
You
listen.
know it.
No. If I was his moon girlfriend in the middle and it was nighttime and I saw him from above asking those questions, there would be like a dark moon. I don't care. I'd shoot down some laser beams, something.
She already gave
Like,
him
I
a
was
hard
like,
time last
boy.
episode, okay?
Okay, listen.
Listen.
Yeah.
He just envisioned her and he's like, oh, I miss her. Where is Suki? Like, I was like, you need to pick. You can't be having a little taste of all the dishes.
They're just like, they are friends, but like, if I was asking for a friend, I'd be like, hey, where's Suki? But Sokka's like, hey, where's Suki?
He said, where's Suki?
All I said is that they are technically friends. Like,
Yeah, she was a big part of his character development.
yeah, there
She
was
was
a little
also
kiss, but it never elevated beyond that, so they're still in the friends stage.
It started with a kiss. How did I know it ended up like this?
She looking kind of desperately, though.
So all Sokka has to do is, like, cutely ask where this girl is, and you guys are like, oh, they're dating.
They're not dating.
No.
We did
Then
not.
They're not
friends.
dating.
Then they're
She's
still
too good
friends
for
if
him.
they're not dating. That is my
No.
only point.
No. He.
So
Nor
then they say they're
thinks
dating
He
after
got
that.
over his moon girlfriend because he's already looking for Suki.
Yeah.
Even if he's
You
crushing on her, they're still just friends at this
Listen,
point. They have
listen.
not
It's
done
like
anything.
it's
all
like
I'm saying.
morning. No, it's like
You
morning. You
outlaw.
gotta wait a little bit.
No.
You
I
gotta
mean,
wait.
she did kind of die.
She did. Like, pay
All right.
respect. Like,
Moving right along. The amount of detail that went into the solving of the case and like the airtight alibi, or so it seemed.
Yeah, that was all solid detective work on Sokka's part. Statue
Yeah, he was-
made the same material. Her boot was too big.
And
It makes-
then
Yeah.
she just shows up and's like, "Nah, I did it."
Yeah, she's like, I killed him.
Yeah, that
So can Aang like willingly summon his past selves? How did that happen?
Kyoshi decided that she was cool with confessing to murder. That's what happened.
I
She
mean,
said,
we all
"Alright."
got to at some point.
Like, it's okay if this guy gets boiled in oil. It doesn't really affect me.
Boil it. Boil it.
No. If he could willingly summon them, he would have done it at like the beginning.
Also, Aang could not pull off that outfit, and somebody needed to fix that moment. So she had to
Hey,
step
he
in.
looked pretty good wearing it.
Stockade.
I mean, he was good, but he wasn't as good as horror. So
Oh yeah, also Aang with the prisoners. I love that gag.
Oh, I love that
The
where
guy
he-
who's like, you should definitely tell her how you feel.
You're a real catch.
Those are like the ultimate dudes. You know the memes of like the muscular guy at the computer, and he's like, "Yeah, King, you got all my support. I love you very much, Keith." That was the original of those guys.
Oh, was that guy? And he just slips out of the stockade so easily. He's just
yeah, when I
so
first
little.
saw him in the things, I was like, why doesn't he just get out? They're so much bigger than him. So I was so glad when he did that.
Aang's a good kid. He's not gonna do it just to do it.
No,
What I
he's a good boy.
What I thought was funny is that I was watching it and I watched they were like, it's Avatar Day, and they were moving all the statues down the street, and I don't know why. I literally just went, watch them burn it, and then like 0.2 seconds later I was like, oh, ooh, it happened.
Oh yeah.
There I was thinking it was going to be like a fun, festival episode where Aang gets some recognition, and the part where Aang's like, I like being. Where he says, I don't know if he says I like being thanked, but I like, at least. I forgot what he said, but I'm like, oh, what a good boy. And then the guy starts burning the statues or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
the unfried dough part was my favorite part because when I was little,
the little cookies.
I used to want to eat like unfried dough.
I
Like,
love
gross.
that was such.
Nora,
a
you've eaten cookie dough.
That's different.
Man!
That's different.
I love that like setup and payoff in the episode though, because at the beginning of the festival they're eating the fried food, and then at the end they decide let's do unfried food to celebrate the time he wasn't boiled in oil.
Ha 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 ha.
But they could have baked them or something.
Could have, but it was a funny little setup and a funny little payoff. That's all I'm saying. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It was cute. Super cute.
Also, we didn't really talk about it for the previous episode because there was just two scenes. More Zuko and Iroh stuff this time around.
Yeah, okay, he's back to being the blue spirit,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he be
and
doing
he's straight up robbing people.
Who's getting some food for his uncle?
He
Yeah,
left,
eat the rich.
that and tons of gold.
All right.
he
I'm
left
right, Mary.
Unky.
Eat the rich.
Yeah,
He
'cause
left Unky.
last episode, he just stole some swords from a guy who made Iroh dance for a gold coin. But this episode,
Oh yeah, we didn't talk at all about
yeah,
Iroh's little song.
Can we sing it?
We can sing it.
It's a
It's a
long,
long, long way to Bossy. Say,
but,
the girls in the city, they look so pretty.
we are the best at singing.
I didn't even join in because that reminded
Call
me
us.
of when Jack's Films had like 50 people
Oh.
singing Imagine.
And the world can live as one. That was a good guy.
It was so funny.
We need all the celebrities to get together and sing "Long Way to Ba Sing Se."
please.
Yeah.
That help. So,
Every episode, it makes more sense what y'all are singing because I just didn't understand. And my TikTok feed keeps trying to spoil this series for me, I swear. But
Oh no.
it was like doing duets of people and they were singing songs and I was like, what are they singing? And then all of a sudden I heard Secret Tunnel and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay.
That's a good reason to get rid of TikTok, as if there weren't so many already.
They do.
No.
They spoil a lot.
Granted, this show is old.
I haven't been spoiled so far. So far I'm good, knock on wood. But TikTok is great.
Aside from Angtara, I only know one thing. And yeah. But I ain't gonna talk about it.
Oh no.
I already told Daniel that I know it.
What? What did he know?
What do you know?
You can't say
Here,
it right.
I will text you, Olivia.
There.
How can you not tell me?
I don't.
No, I will
the
tell
one
you,
That
that's-
doesn't know.
Yeah.
Then we'll have to finish watching the show.
Yeah.
You're getting so upset about this now, but we've talked about this.
Yeah,
I
I've mentioned it before.
Have you? I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the last development with the whole Zuko Ira thing is they decided to go their own ways.
I hated that.
Or rather,
Okay.
Zuko decided he was
Zuko
done
decided that he wanted to go off.
because
Listen,
Ira was giving him the stink eye about being a thief.
Yeah.
he has to become his own man so he could become a good man so he can join the Aang gang and be a teddy bear. That's what I'm hoping. But
You'll see
I really
soon.
liked Iroh's line about, how tea can taste really good and like the finest of, teapots or from a tin cup. I was like,
That was a
Iroh,
good
you
line.
are my dude. Like, I want to be just like you.
I just love everything that he says. It makes me feel so calm.
he's a great
I know.
character.
Ira's-
He's one of my favorites. I didn't like that he got left. He's
Yeah.
so old.
We don't really have any Zuko Ira stuff in the next episode, which is the Blind Bandit,
Woo!
Woo,
Oh,
woo, woo.
Yeah.
blind earthbending teacher.
Best character.
See,
She
I told
is
Daniel, I told you he
amazing.
was gonna
You were
love
right. You were right.
I love
Best
her.
character.
Listen,
Okay, so I knew
love
I-
her.
I knew Toph was blind and earthbender, but I didn't know what she looked like. So then when they're like, the blind bandit, I thought the title was like related to something else. But when I got to the wrestling match, and I'm like, okay, this is happening.
Can we talk about? I messaged out earlier about it. How like the boulder just like
The boulder.
is like airbending
boulder.
exist. They totally planned that. And
Yeah,
then
so
like the
here's
guy,
thing.
the guy agrees. He's like,
So, Olivia, here's the thing about that. I did a little research because I didn't really know about this. So I dug around on Google for a bit. Turns out you can't see air.
yeah, but like the thing about it is that everybody else,
Wait,
when they see him airbending, they know
You can
that
see
he's
the
air-
effects of air.
wait, whoa, wait.
Nora.
You broke me. Wait. That was it. That's what broke
Oh
me.
no.
You can't see air.
How did
Yeah.
that break you?
Wait, are we talking about in real life? Because duh. Or are we talking about in the show? Because in the show, I am seeing the air.
Yeah, they animated so we
They
can see.
animated the air so you could see it, but they can't like see the air.
So,
Yeah.
what? Wait. But then how do they block it?
They can hear it coming because of
That's
Yeah, you can.
See him doing the movements.
also that.
No. It's like they're having an invisible man thrown at them then.
That's kind of how air works.
Yeah.
Wait.
Like I said,
I mean, have you ever been outside on a windy day? And
the air. I don't
But
know what to tell you.
the thing that I meant is just like when everybody else sees him airbend, they know that he's airbending, even if they can't see the air. But what I'm saying is that the boulder is just doesn't consider that as like that could be the
Well, yeah,
avatar.
because Aang's covering up his identity. Nobody knows there's an airbender nearby. Nobody, because there's only one airbender. Why assume
Yeah.
it's the guy who just challenged this little girl?
So, when Aang does those little floaty balls under him, like the cyclones,
Oh, no.
nobody can see the ball. It
No.
looks like he's just doing a squat and floating.
yeah,
No,
Wait,
air is visible.
Wait, that's kind of funny. You just see, like, especially if he's going like a slow speed, you just see this little 12-year-old kid just like floating in a squat position, just like rolling by. Wait. This brings up a whole new enjoyment for me. Because now I want to watch thinking that no one could see the patterns and that he's just like doing these like weird motions and oh wait.
You know,
I
back to the movie.
I haven't even seen the movie and I don't want to talk about that. I just already
I
assume it's trash.
recently saw a clip of the Katara versus Master. What's his name? The sexist guy. Go. The fight with when Katara fights the Master guy. Oh my goodness, that was dire.
That was trending on Twitter today.
Dire being short for diarrhea. This freaking piece of crap game. What were they thinking?
Speaking of good bending battles, a ton of earth bending in this episode.
Yeah, earthbending noise.
Dude, I know the wrestling match. That was so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume it was like a parody of like.
I take so much offense to earthbending bad. Now you need it.
Earthbending is really cool.
It's really,
Honestly,
really, really cool. It's
Top
really
like Top's like seismic. I don't know what they call it. Seismic
Toph. Toph is so
height or
cool.
something. That's just.
Okay, let's keep talking and then build up to get to Toph, because I feel like she's everyone's like new favorite character.
Yeah.
As soon as she shows up.
The episode starts with Sokka talking himself into buying a bag.
He's like, yeah, I deserve something nice. And Katara's like, yeah, you do. He's like, nah.
I feel that's so bad.
Every time I like buy something online or in a store,
I wring myself over the coals about everything I buy. I'm just like, do I really need it? But I want.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
I need it.
Yeah.
I need it.
I love Sokka.
And then Katara, she beats up some boys.
Once again, serving.
Freezes them.
She is
I
such a
love
queen.
that moment. So Aang tries out a local earthbending teacher. Does not go well.
He gets a coupon for it. The first lesson's free.
I love that he's Toph's instructor.
I know.
Yeah. I can only imagine how boring those lessons were for Toph.
Oh
I know.
I could kick your butt 5 ways to Sunday, and you have me standing here doing breathing moves. But yeah, that guy's also Toph's teacher. Anyway, they get to the wrestling, earth-bending wrestling place. And it's full-on rock splash zone for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they get like the front row seat and they're like, oh, why is there no one else here? And then a big rock.
Yeah, I love that they don't care if people just die. It's like, oh yeah, you can definitely sit here. Watch out for the boulders.
Yeah.
And speaking of the boulder,
He's hilarious.
The boulder.
I love him.
Conflicted.
the boulder's gonna win in a landslide.
He was cool. Apparently, he was voiced by a professional wrestler.
I believe so, yeah.
The boulder is no longer conflicted.
Yeah, so he wins his way up to fight the champion, the blind bandit, who's a 12-year-old girl who is blind. And she kicks his butt in 5 seconds.
She beats him.
She's great. She's so
that
cool.
seismic sense, and she's.
Well, here's the thing. First, she trash talks him, and then she makes him do the splits, and then she rocket launches out of the arena.
Splits.
Just disrespect on all fronts, and it's amazing.
Do the splits, you.
Do the
maggot pie.
I just watched that episode of Adventure Time. Rewatch.
Me too. I was hoping that was.
Yes.
I watched the Hamlet one the other day.
I still haven't watched it. I forgot. Oh, I gotta go watch that.
Yeah. But before...
Oh wow! Look at us. 3 of the 4 of us are all wearing glasses.
Daniel, go get some glasses.
Okay.
Where's
Okay.
his glasses?
Daniel. Oh my gosh, let's talk behind his back while he's gone. Daniel sounds like
The
Schmanuel.
pebble.
The pebble.
Okay. I've got my glasses. I feel really bad for the people who won't be able to see it because this is a podcast.
You
But
should take a picture and then put it in.
I'm
Yeah.
here, I'll put them on real quick, okay?
I knew he was going to do that. So good.
That's good.
That is a,
Wait,
a Joey
wait.
tier pun, and you know it.
hold the glasses. I'll take a photo. Everyone smile.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I look awful. Wait, do it again.
So, listeners, I may decide to show you this, but if in case I don't or I
I
forget,
still look awful. What the heck? You know what? We're just gonna do my eyeballs.
it's just glasses.
Wait, put it back. Okay. There we
It's
go.
just glasses.
Much better.
Oh.
So,
Alright.
Toph is someone who doesn't need glasses. She's just blind.
Oh.
Yikes.
Right.
Oh.
But it's
yes.
really not a problem unless the person she's trying to beat up isn't connected to the ground.
Yeah.
We met one of the best characters in the series and one of the worst, and they're both related to each other. Toph and her dad.
Her dad.
He is the worst. He was okay. There was one time I was like, dang, you don't have to beat her up like that. He went, she is blind and she is weak and she.
Oh, we got a message from Kale.
He was just stacking it up. I was like,
he
okay.
counted on her.
I was like, okay, let's calm down. He was like, she is blind and weak and cannot defend for herself.
Like, how dare you? Like,
He was the CEO of saying that because he said it at least 12 times.
And then she just goes up there and she beats every single earthbender on that arena.
And then he's like, oh, this just proves you need more supervision. Which makes no sense at all whatsoever. Like, someone please explain.
But Baysons are rich. They're not smart.
As you can say the same for a lot of rich people.
Take that, Bill Gates.
and also they kept their own daughter a secret from everybody. No, they didn't even know that they had a daughter.
Yeah, why you ashamed, fool?
She's just blind.
Well, it wasn't a shame. It wasn't shame. It was just they were worried about her safety.
But she can clearly defend herself. Like,
Well, they didn't know she was a WWE superstar.
Well, he does now. I literally don't understand. Like, I can't comprehend his reasoning. I really can't. I really genuinely cannot. I need someone to explain it to me.
It's
Here's
just
the
because
thing.
he was
We're
ignorant.
poor, it's rich. His logic isn't our logic.
Yeah.
Because she was a little girl that she couldn't do anything, and because she was blind, it just added to the fact that she couldn't do anything. But he never gave her a chance to do anything. But even when she did something, he was still like, "Oh no!"
It was sexist and ableist.
Yeah, it angers my soul. It angers my soul.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a really tough situation.
You can put a sock in it with those puns.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Mm.
And since we can't think
I
of one,
roll my eyes.
there you go. Keeping it alive. So, yeah, I love the way they integrate the blindness with the bending. Just
So cool.
she can, like, it's not a permanent workaround. Like, she can't see Aang when he's hopping around like a Twinkle Toes.
Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle toes. Everything sparkles and glows. Glimmer
What
and
are you
fashion,
No,
shimmer
singing?
and cool.
being a sneaker
Twinkle
killer.
toes, let's rock and roll. I don't know why that just happened, but you just unlocked something from the vault in my brain.
Your mind palace.
Yeah, exactly. I am Benedict Cumberbatch.
Well, aside from that,
That was a.
so yeah, Toph, real good powers.
Yeah, best character, honestly, so far. And she's only one episode in.
Yeah. Really?
Her voice actor.
She
Live
beat
in a-
Iroh for you?
Okay, I don't know about that. She, Iroh, and Zuko are in like my top 3.
Well, I'm more curious. Did Toph dethrone Appa?
No.
Okay.
No one can dethrone Appa, but like
If there's
she's
one thing about Nora, is that her loyalty is never doubted.
yeah. I'm a Hufflepuff, Daniel.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Quit that. You're Gen Z. You're sounding too much like a millennial, Nora.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
So yeah,
I thought you were proud of your generation.
I am proud of my generation.
I think one of the things that I'm noticing about this season that's kind of putting it above season 1 is that they're using their time a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like going back on some of those older season 1 episodes, there were definitely some ones that felt a little rushed.
Filler in some ways.
That's
Not in
like
a bad way. Filler episodes can be fun, but it feels more economic.
instead of being rushed.
Yeah. As the great Shigeru Miyamoto once said, a delayed game is good eventually, but a rush game is never good.
Very relevant. All I was saying is that some of the episodes were fast paced.
Oh,
And now it feels like they're definitely using their time a lot better. 'Cause you only
okay.
really did that one conversation between Toph and Aang in the garden, and that
So
sells
in the garden.
enough to explain why she would stick around to save Aang after Shinfu. Yeah, Shinfu.
Yeah,
the
Shifu.
And
I like,
So it seems
I
like
like when Toph is like, guards, and Aang runs away like this.
she wasn't playing. She called the guards on him.
The guards. He's like,
something I was about to talk about but didn't. Toph's voice actor is one of the best voices in the series.
Yeah, she's
oh,
really
isn't her name
talented.
like Bessie Flowers or something?
I think it's her name, yeah.
I
But
love
I did a little bit of research on the main voice actors of Aang, Katara, and Sokka. They've not been in a whole lot. Katara's voice actor most of all. I actually found out she was the voice of Yuffie from the Final Fantasy series.
May
that was
has
cool.
been in like a bunch of stuff.
Azula's voice actress too.
Oh no, I meant the main 3. Like I know Gray Delisle is the voice of Azula. She's like one of the most prolific voice actresses of all time.
No, I'm talking about May, the one that voices Katara. She was in
Yeah.
like American Jake Long, American Dragon. She's been in like
She was in Scott Pilgrim.
mm-hmm. She's been in like a bunch.
I was very surprised to see that's who it was. Nora, you need to watch Scott Pilgrim. It's a great movie.
Okay. I have a whole list to watch first.
Should put it on the
Literally.
list.
Yeah, I mean I can. I have an actual list downstairs. I can put it on it.
Here's what you should do. You should get Daniel to tell you to watch it for like 2 years, and then when your friends from out of town come over, watch it with them, and then go to school the next day telling Daniel that you finally watched it.
That was a
Yeah.
very
That-
oddly.
That's how you did it. And it certainly made me feel good about my recommendations.
Listen.
Aw. You hurt his feelings.
It's
Ooh,
a trend that has
I'm on
continued for a
1%.
while.
Hold on, we're gonna have to take out the earbuds. If the audio is drastically worse, I'm sorry. We're on 1%, people. Hold
Charge your phone.
on.
I like giving
Hold on.
Jarron a hard time about the recommendations, but hey, you watched Avatar very quickly after I very
Listen,
forcefully recommended it to you.
I wasn't going to make the same mistake again.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Here on the
how many movies was it? It was Scott Pilgrim, then it was Spider-Verse, then it was Shazam.
3 of my favorite movies ever.
Okay, anyway, back on
Listen,
talk.
2 of those is because I have really bad anxiety and I don't like going to the movie theater.
Okay, anyway, back on talk.
Yeah. Tough. Cool character.
Back on topic.
She's amazing.
Olivia told me a while back that Toph will probably be my favorite character. Just knowing
I
me.
did.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that I really like how she doesn't necessarily use her dad holding her down against her. She actually uses it to her advantage quite often. Like, I know it's a struggle for her, but she also finds ways to use it. Her ability, like the guards. I
Or
thought
just
that was
during the dinner
clever.
where she looked all polite on the surface and she was using earth bending to kick Aang under the
Yeah.
Yeah, Aang's like, I was looking for an earthbending teacher, and she basically does the earthbending equivalent of kicking him in the shin.
He gets
Oh, and my favorite
though.
great moment of slapstick at the end when Toph decides to join them. She's like, I can have the belt back now, the champion belt. And Sokka tosses it to her, and it just beans her in the head.
Yeah.
Which,
Ow!
a funny joke that also still highlights the limitations she has. I love it.
Yeah, and it's not like offensive or anything.
And also poor Sokka, the belt matched his bag, and now
I
it's
know. That's what I was thinking when that happened. I was like, he doesn't have an accessory now. Now he's gonna have to get rid of the bag.
or at least just give it to Momo to live with.
That's true, but
So we finally have a new member of the Aang gang
Yeah.
full time.
And 2 bounty hunters trying to track her down.
Yep.
Her old teacher,
Gosh.
wrestling dude.
They can't catch a break, can they?
Yeah, very cool of her to tell them a lie. When-
Yeah. The Avatar has kidnapped my daughter. Like, bruh.
Bro, I don't think your daughter likes you.
Yeah.
bro, where have you been the last 24 hours?
Like, you bring her back, she'll just earthbend your house upside down and leave again.
Well, they'll probably put her in a metal cage or something. Metal lies the house.
Oh, that you just reminded me of one of the best jokes in the episode where Toph's up in the cage. She's like, "Let me down, and I'll wipe that smirk off your face."
He's like, I'm not smiling.
not smiling. Oh my gosh, I love Toph.
Yeah.
These
This
were-
episode should just be called Here Comes the Best Character.
Cause she is like she's one of the best. Aang is still up there. I love him. I will never let him go. Like he's number
Aang-
one. Number one in my heart. Bless him.
I do love Aang.
I love Aang.
Oh, good.
We are stuck with him. He is our protagonist.
Good thing you like him then.
Yeah. That's the thing. If Aang was a terrible character, or if even if he was like the slightest bit annoying, this would be like a slog. But because he is so likable, and even though he has like flaws, that only makes him a more enjoyable character. Honestly, some of my favorite Aang moments are when he's being mischievous or like, you know, a little less than the perfect hero type.
Yeah. I know I've complained about some, but the main characters, at least are all very likable, very good. They were very well designed. They have their own flaws that add to their personality. The show does a really good job with that.
Even Sokka, he gets to be Boomerang guy.
I love Sokka. He's one of my favorites.
Imagine yourself saying that at the very beginning. You're like, I don't like Sokka.
He changed. He changed.
He redeemed
Yeah.
himself.
If he reverts, then we're gonna have an issue. But he matured.
He really did grow.
They've all together.
Wow.
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 This is
Radiator
not
Springs.
Pixar. This is not the Pixar podcast.
Yeah, that's so like 10 weeks ago or however long that was.
This is the Avatar podcast where Nora sings us out, preferably to the Bossing Say song.
I want to join.
I'm not even gonna lie. I was gonna sing us out to the Twinkle Toes promotion ad.
Well, if you have to. It's also very appropriate.
And I thought about the Bossing Say, but honestly, I can't remember all the words.
It's a long way to Bossing Say. And the girls in the city, they look so pretty.
Best singers.
Twinkle, 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 toes, everything sparkles and glows. Shimmer, fashion, shimmer, cool.